Now, as technological innovations continue to advance globally, causing disruptions in all aspects of business and human life, the need for the adoption of agricultural biotechnology has become more prevalent, as this will help to improve crop yields in Nigeria and the rest of Africa. According to reports, modern biotechnology tools have helped other countries of the world turn around the agricultural sector, enhance food and nutritional security, profited their farmers, and attracted the younger generation to farming, and Nigeria cannot be an exception. Well, let's understand this to give more insights into the adoption of agricultural biotech in Nigeria and the role of improving, of course, productivity in the entire agricultural space. I'm being joined live from our Abuja studios by the Director General, Chief Executive Officer of the National Biotechnology Development Agency, Professor Abdullahi Mustafa. Good afternoon, Prof. Thank you for your time on the show.
Good afternoon.
Yes, tell us about the concept of using biotechnology for agriculture for those who may not know what this really means.
Well, first of all, let me thank you for having me on the program. And as you mentioned, we are National Biotechnology Development Agency, and the federal government has formed this agency to take care of so many aspects of socio-economic development, be it in agriculture, industry, medicine, and environment, and many other aspects of the economy. So agricultural biotechnology is one part of the agenda of the country. That is why they formed the National Biotechnology Development Agency. And by it forming this National Biotechnology Development Agency, we swung into action. We were formed in 2001, and because the world has gone far in deploying the biotechnology technique towards solving so many problems in the country to move the countries forward, then we swung into action in the area of agriculture to see that we have solved some of the problems that normal conventional agricultural practice cannot solve. For example, the insect problem that is curtailing the yield improvement or yield quantity of the agricultural produce in the country. I'll give you an example with the ones that we have started and those that we are on. We have started with we've started with beans. That is part of the food that we use in the country. People believe me that across the country, from north down to south, everybody is using beans. But the beans production that is called cowpea is having a problem. We are not having the required quantity that is even enough for the country, not to talk of taking it outside the country. And there is one insect which is cutting or removing or devastating the production of this yield quantity that is expected by a farmer when he grows his crops on the farm. So this insect is called maruca and devastating the agricultural produce. So the scientists have come together, and at that time we come together with Institute of Agricultural Technology, that is in Zaria, IR Zaria, and then the IITA, and then the African Agricultural Technology Foundation, and many more institutions. And these, we come together and we form a consortium that we have researched on the production of a variety of beans that is devoid of being attacked by this Maruca vitrata. And with that, after everything, we have now deployed it for the release in the country. And we have released it in the country, and that have gone a long way in solving the issue of yield and quantity and even the quality of the beans that is being produced. And this has helped a long way in bringing the farmers into the agricultural practice. A lot of them have run away because the yield is so so small that they can't make profit out of it. And this has helped now that we have produced something that they can go back to the farm and then produce something that they can have money into their pocket. And also, we feed the nation because I think last year, government of Ghana have stopped Nigerian people from importing beans from exporting beans from their country to Nigeria. They said they too they want the beans to be in the country because it's part of their food. So what we did now that we deploy this scientific method to curtail this insect that is devastating the produce of the beans. Now a lot of people have come back to the farm, and then a lot of people, younger ones, have gone into the farming since that these beans that is being produced is very profitable and is something that each and everyone is embracing, and is now in the market, and is now that we have reached that quantity that we are self-sufficient. A lot of farmers now are questing for the quantity to be released for them to continue to be into the farm. And we have deployed a new company that is now saddled with the responsibility of mass propagating this seed for giving out to the farmers. Another example is in the agricultural biotechnology is the solution that we have brought in terms of cotton. You know, cotton is one of the major employer of the agricultural sector. Cotton, if you look at the value chain, from the farm to the processing and then to the cotton and ginnery industry, textile industry, a lot of people are getting job in there. But with the problem that were faced those days, that cotton cannot be produced in large quantity, the fiber has no quality, the cotton is also devastated by the one worm that goes there to reduce the quantity, to reduce the quality of the fiber, and that is why a lot of farmers have run away from producing this cotton. And what we produce now, we have given them to the farmers in collaboration with so many other agencies in the country. We give it to the farmers. We are working with Cotton Farmers Association in the country. And these Cotton Farmers Association countries are the ones that are giving testimony, because the quantity that is being produced is, when you compare it with the local variety that has not been improved, about around 350 kilograms per hectare. That was what is produced by the local variety. But this improved variety, you can get up to 3 to 4 tons per hectare. And this is the improvement that these farmers have seen, and this is why they are coming for more variety to be given to them, which means now they have identified that about 2,500 farmers have gone back to the farming of this cotton. And then about 40 to 50 cotton and ginnery industries have now come back. You can go and testify from the Cotton Farmers Association of Nigeria that this thing has helped them a lot, and then the people are happy, and then a lot of employment have been generated. You can imagine if about 2,500 farmers have gone back to the farm, and you can imagine the number of people that are working in the farm, and you can imagine the number of people that are working in the processing of this cotton, and then the number of people that are working in the industry of this cotton and ginnery. And these have earned the country a huge foreign exchange, and then also these have earned the country that have reduced drastically the number of unemployed youth. And also, apart from those ones that we have done, there are many others that we have put on the pipeline. We are working with...
Okay. Allow me to interject now, Prof. I'll allow you continue. Just bear with me. Allow me to interject, because there seems to be appreciable progress in the use of biotechnology for agriculture.
Oh,
But
definitely.
we are not so sure how ready the public is to embrace this crop, particularly for consumables like beans. For example, what's your reaction to that?
Hello? I
Prof,
cannot
did you
hear
get
you.
me?
Okay.
Prof, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, I'm saying
Yes.
that there seems to be enough progress, yes. But what about the public? Are they ready to embrace this, particularly for consumables?
Oh, definitely. People are. You see, when you started something, when you start something, people are not necessarily aware of, and if they are not aware of that new thing, a lot of people will be apprehensive. But now, with the awareness that we are telling people this technology is safe and this produce is safe, because we are in the country, we consume it. A lot of all our families consume this produce. Then we are enlightening them so that they understand this thing is safe and is very important that we use it, because it has even certain additional values. So that is why a lot of people are now embracing the technology. That is why we have enlightened the farmers so well that the farmers has completely agree with us and they have embraced it. And then for the people that are using it, just last week, we have even one forum that we invite the religious leaders, traditional leaders, the extension workers, the farmers, and all other stakeholders to come for the brainstorming and to see how we can move the produce of the technology forward. All their questions have been answered, and they have really appreciated what we have been doing, and they have accepted to go and even discuss further with other stakeholders in their locality. So this is to tell you that everybody have accepted this technology, and even though there are some minor comment here and there, and I believe it is because they have not been fully aware of this scientific finding, and that is why they are really a little bit skeptical. And with time, when they find out about what exactly is the technology all about, and they have seen that a lot of people are using it, then I'm sure they will definitely come back to the real term, work with the reality, and accept it fully. I will tell you something. If you look at it in so many other countries, they are using this technology. Let me give you an example of the United States of America. United States of America, 98% of its maize that is produced is using GMO. 99 or 97% of the soybean they produce is produced from this biotechnology produce. And all the confectionaries that you go and find, they are being produced using this biotechnology products like maize and even the soybean. So you can imagine that our people have been using this technology unknowingly, because you can go into the shop or you import something from United States or other countries that have used this technology, and then you eat it, and it's very safe, and you have been using it. So it's only that now Nigeria has woken up, and Nigeria is using this technology to move its economy forward, and Nigeria is using this economy to see that the people have benefited from it. So that is the only thing that people should know. And also, I will give you another example. This technology is all round. It's not even only in agriculture. The technology is being used to produce also the messenger RNA that is used in the COVID-19 vaccine. And this one also is something that people are using. And I'm sure you have taken the jab of COVID-19 vaccine. And this is also as a result of biotechnology finding. So I'm telling you that this thing has been in existence and people have been using it, and there is no any cause of alarm for alarm. So this is something that people have embraced, and I'm proud to tell you that it is a technology that will move the country, economy, and everything forward.
Another concern is for cotton farmers. Said that due to CBN's intervention, there is a glut already in the production as a result of them producing beyond what the existing textile mill can handle. The focus really should be getting the mills to work. Or what do you think? What's your reaction to this?
Well, to be honest with you, the first thing is getting the raw material. Raw material is the first thing that you need to have for an industry to work. And if at all we have developed this thing, we have given it to the farmers, and the farmers have embraced it, I think the half work is done. And this is what we have done. And I'm assuring you that we are working hand in hand with the Cotton Farmers Association. About a month or two, they came to my office and they said they have seen the improvement of the advantage of this biotech crop seed that we have given them. Remember, I think maybe they have invited you for the harvest of the 6,000 hectares that has been produced using this biotech seed in Jos. And that produce have really given them moving forward in terms of stronger economy by the farmers, and then in terms of the quality of the fiber that they can be able to export this produce that is being produced. So this is something that have really helped the economy. And this is something that the farmers are proud of. And that is why they come. And we are now in talk with other companies that we see that we come together and produce something that is going to go hand in hand with the already existing one in the market. We want to introduce competition so that farmers will now choose from the varieties that is available to them so that they can now use it to produce something that is good for the country, for the economy, and for the export to get more exchange from the foreign export. So this is, I think, what we need to do. Getting it to the basic, uprooting everything, and then making sure that we have leveled everything. That is producing the quality seed and then encouraging the farmer to produce the raw material. And then I'm sure when the raw material is available, you will see a lot of people going back to the textile industry. They have already started coming back, but I'm assuring you that with this development, a lot is going to be happening in the country, and a lot of textile industry will now come. And I'm assuring you, in the near future, we are not going to be relying on the foreign importation of our fabric, the fabrics that we use. Nigeria is a country of more than 200 million people. And what we need to do is to invest in the science and technology so that we provide the raw material that is needed for our industries. And the moment we have the massive industrialization, then that is when the real revolution is going to key in. And that is when all this insecurity, all this lack of employment, and all this wealth creation is going to now start booming. So science and technology is the key. Biotechnology is the answer. I've told you we have so many sections of this biotechnology. We have medicine, and that is where we are working in terms of production of vaccine and drugs. And we have environment. That is where we are working for the bioenergy. And then we deploy the research to now fingerprint the crude oil in the country. We have started working. And then there are many researches that is going on in the area of environment. Also in the area of industry, that also we are working towards seeing that we have produced enough enzymes that can catalyze the production of our the production of our product in our industry. And this we have also started. We have started with the yeast, and the yeast is local and indigenous. We have isolated it from this country, and the yeast is thermo-resistant. You cannot have, we don't have it originally. We used to import it from other countries, and this yeast that is being produced has to be cool outside, and that is making a lot of us to spend money in terms of the production of this the produce that use yeast as a catalyst. For example, the bioethanol is very essential, and this yeast that we produce is something that is important in the production of bioethanol. And bioethanol is something that is used in our petrochemical industry, in our pharmaceutical industry. So you can see the value chain that is going to be created. And also apart from that, there is bacteria that is used, as starter culture. That one too is something that we have produced. It's there in our, so I am inviting you one day to come and see this product. It's only to mass propagate them so that we can give our industry can just start using them. This starter culture is used in the yogurt production and these different yogurts that we consume in the shelf. All these are things that we import from outside the country, and billions of dollars are being used to import these commodities. But now, with this National Biotechnology Development Agency, as a research institute, we are saddled with this responsibility. The only thing is that we need to do more work, and we need more funding to now start producing more. We are taking things one after another because we are conscious, as you have mentioned earlier, we are conscious because it is human that are using this produce, and then we have to use caution in producing whatever we are producing for the country.
We've run out of time, but I'll give you 1 minute, Prof. Tell us what more can be done to support these types of technologies to fulfill your objectives. Just 1 minute.
I would like to call on the government to put more resources towards this biotechnology, because biotechnology is the answer. If you look at it across the whole spectrum of life, that is what you use to produce exactly what will support the human life, and then the economy of the country will blossom when the biotechnology is being used. Many countries have been using it to develop their economy, and Nigeria should not be an exception. And we need to deploy this biotechnology to see that we have curtailed this land system, that we have a very short, small land, and then because we don't apply science in our agriculture, we cannot produce more. We are increasing in population, but the land is fixed. So those are the items, those are the critical aspect of the development that we look into, and we prefer technology. So we need support of the government, and we need people to take us as a confidence that whatever we are producing it for the country, and we are producing it in good faith, and anything that we produce will not harm anybody in the country.
Amos, thank you so much. Prof, we'll call on you again, of course, to talk about this very interesting conversation. I've been speaking to Professor Abdullahi Mustafa. He is the Director General and Chief Executive Officer of the National Biotechnology Development Agency. Do enjoy the rest of your day, and thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.